Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are on day 8, if everything mathematically works out for me, in my vacation art days. And these are some videos I filmed ahead of time because I was going on vacation. I love those things. Today, I'm going to play in lots of different bottom layers, substrate, I don't know the terms, and practice some of the stuff I'm learning from the Alyssa Burke class. Not sponsored, I bought it. But today or yesterday's video for me was taking elements of a building and just abstractly, that's a verb, put it someplace and go with it. Like I put part of a dome and part of some arches and part of a window, and they don't make any sense architecturally, but abstract wise they do. And then you just start going in with a big paintbrush and whatever kind of stuff you want and start painting it, and it comes out using the same elements of a building or architecture, making some kind of weird abstract, and then you can take it from there and do something with it. So I couldn't do just one. And these are jelly gouaches that are they're over a year old and they're dried out, but they still work. I love these things. I love them. I haven't used them in a while. So I got them out and decided to just start playing with jelly gouache on architecture and abstract. And so I did a bunch of different things. And this is obviously a scratch piece of paper. Now that's kind of like, this is real abstract. The swoopy roofs of a Vietnamese building, which I've been looking at pictures online for. And that right there, I love. I could use that as a graphic for anything. I went a little too far with the green. Yeah, and maybe this red. But it's just, loosening up. These are exercises to work on an actual really architecture type of picture any way you want to, I think is where we're headed. But you're getting in these elements and you're getting in practice and you're getting in loosening up. And the loosening up has been super fun for me. This was using another big brush and just going in with wide strokes and creating some of the images of a building, arches, windows, roof lines, blah, 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 blah. But working really big and just seeing where it takes me. These are obviously pieces of paper that I've already painted on. But it doesn't lend itself to being a piece of throwaway now. I still really like it. And it can go on the background of something. I can add something to it. Who knows? The point is to just loosen up and practice. And I'm a firm believer in practice makes much better. This, oh my goodness, this was already a piece of magazine picture and I painted on it, which I love doing because it gets really crinkly. And then I took one of those tempera paint sticks and just went in with the same outlines of buildings and in yellow. And I can't remember. I think this one might be my favorite. But because of what's underneath the yellow, it lends itself to color and already establishing that some color is there. And I didn't fill in everything because there is color there. And we have, another class was about adding pieces of paper for like doorways and arches and the building sizes. And, I mean, anything you want to do. And I'm like, I don't think I like that. But then I went back in with this Sharpie. And, oh man. Again, it's very abstract. It's very loose. It's very childlike. Almost like a contour drawing, but I'm not connected. But, oh, I really like this. I really, really like this. And I'm loosening up. The more I get into it today, the more I like it. That's a good practice. Usually I loosen up on camera, and that's probably not the best thing to do at all. All the experts would say you can't do that. You need to loosen up for an hour before you start turning on a camera. But hello. I just like loosening up, but I really like this. And even adding a little bit of white in there really, really set some of this off. So then I went back in with a little bit more color in a couple little places, and this one might be my favorite. So I just kept going, and I couldn't stop. And again, I started with the black Sharpie this time and just kept going. It works better for me if you start at the bottom of the page and work up, because then you can layer your buildings with all the same elements. Rectangle windows, square windows, domes. I'm pretending like I'm in Siena or at the Vatican Square or wherever, and or Florence. Oh man, Florence. I love Florence. My husband said something he saw yesterday, said that Venice is drying up. It's usually too wet. It's like those people can't catch a break. And apparently that Greek train crash is turning into much more. Anyhow, closing arguments. Oh, anyhow. Obviously I filmed this a while back. But so this one looks more like, the Cinque Terre on the side of a hill, coming down to the water, the little villages there, and I was just having a ball. Just having a ball. You can get in a zone and just keep going, and you're loosening up and you're creating villages, maybe where architectural archaeologists might have a summer program. Who knows? I think this one was my favorite, mainly because I kept going. I forced myself to keep going and keep adding more parts of buildings behind other parts of buildings. And hopefully there's not going to be an earthquake like Pompeii or whatever, and it all slides into the ocean. But this one, yeah, the last two were my favorite. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's because I really had started to loosen up by then. And and these can be cut up into little journal spots. I mean, they don't have to be used as a whole piece of paper. They can be repainted on. I mean, they're not treasures. I'm probably dragging my sleeve through that blue. It is really gloomy here today. 80 degrees, but very gloomy. Anyhow, how much is it's 31 where I'm supposed to go sewing. While you're watching this, I'm sewing, quilting, and it's 31 there right now. But that's in upstate Missouri, in the northwest corner. Anyhow, this was fun. This one and the one before this one were my favorites, and just having a grand old time. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I still think maybe that one, the last two are definitely my favorite. But I do like that because that could be taken in so many different directions. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow while I'm on vacation. Bye.